What are the Brooklyn Nets without Kyrie Irving?
I still think they're a potential Eastern Conference champion, if not an NBA champion. I believe in KD. I believe in James Harden. And listen, I know Kyrie is important. I know he's big time because he's a spectacular player. But we also know that he's a bit different and a bit touched, to say the least. He's got some things on his mind that have nothing to do with basketball. Walking around like he about to part the Red Sea or something. I don't know what's going on with him right now. But in the end, you got KD and you got Harden, two of the most prolific scorers in the history of this game, on the same team with a championship on their mind. I think they can make some noise. They just got to get it together because they haven't played together enough.
I would never disrespect the greatness of Kevin Durant or James Harden.
But?
Never.
But?
However, the Nets are not winning the East or the championship without Kyrie Irving. I wish I could say that in a different language.
Right.
And the reason is to make up for their deficiencies up front. Claxton, he's a young fella, he can block shots, but he doesn't have the physicality to get in front of Giannis and Embiid. Blake Griffin, Millsap, Aldridge, they're all older. So since you're not gonna get better at that spot, you gotta score more. Kyrie allows you to score more. Without that, they lose to Miami or the Bucks in the playoffs.
Jalen started this a couple of days ago. I didn't want to buy it at first.
I ain't buying it.
Stephen A., I'm going to go with you to a point. I think they could win the East, but Milwaukee, I was reminded last night that when you're a champion, you feel so good about your team and yourselves. And the Milwaukee Bucks have every reason. Now Middleton is a made man. I mean, you look at the authority with which he plays now. I know it's one night, and I don't want to overreact to it, but I'm watching the Bucks, and I'm thinking, you know what, Jalen's right about this. The Bucks are the favorites in the East.
Okay.
I didn't say Brooklyn couldn't win.
Hold it.
Because I believe in Harden at point guard.
We ain't seen favorites lose before. I didn't say they weren't the favorites.
Yes.
I'm telling you they gonna go down. I'm telling you when James Harden and Kevin Durant get it together, nobody in the East is stopping them. That's what I'm saying.
Do you believe Milwaukee is as good, if not better, actually better than they were when they finished the season?
Right now, yes.
Me too.
I don't think it'll last.
Why not?
Because Kevin Durant and James Harden set up.
In the meantime, I like to call that man Rostradamus because he sees the future. How is the Kyrie thing going to play out?
I think the holiday season is coming.
Right.
And we all start to feel a little festive. And he's going to be watching his family play out on the floor and struggle at times. And around Thanksgiving, Christmas, I believe Kyrie will be implied to go get vaccinated and join his team. That's my holiday wish.
Look, man, I'm not saying he's lazy, that he's not home working on his condition in his game, etc. But up here, he want to do what he wants to do when he wants to do it, whenever he pleases.
In other words, that's not new, though.
That's not new. He doesn't want to work. So guess what? He's going to take time off until Jalen said, right around Thanksgiving or so, or a little bit later than that. And then he's going to say, all right, my brother's suffering. I'm going to come to the rescue.
So if Kyrie Irving does come back, are the Bucks still your favorite in the East?
They may be. Here's the thing. If you're the Milwaukee Bucks and you just won, I know you won by the size of Kevin Durant's shoe being a little too large, not being a 3. You just won a championship in July, and all you've heard for 4 months is how great the other team is, how great Brooklyn is. I'm just saying, the Milwaukee Bucks, you know what, Stephen A.? Because they're not glamorous, because they play in a small market, so many people have overlooked Milwaukee, and it's wrong.
Listen, people are sleeping on them.
Yeah.
I respect them. They're the reigning defending NBA champions. But when it comes to the notion of them going up against the big 3 in Brooklyn, I'm snoring. I'm not sleeping. I'm snoring. Ain't nobody beat Kyrie, KD, and James Harden. You can cancel that.
I agree with you, except you say big 3 and Kyrie's not currently in uniform, Stephen A.
He was saying that even if he came back.
I know. I'm just saying, they're going to miss Kyrie Irving so much without him in the lineup. The offensive prowess that he has, the ability to get a shot off the dribble. They can't make up those deficiencies up front. They're going to need his scoring.
Okay.
And the idea that they're going to win the East without Kyrie, it just minimizes his greatness and as a champion and as a big shot maker.
Minimizing his great point, Jay. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.